Dr. Lou Sella here, and this is why Paul Johnson utilized the over formation. You don't see it much anymore in Army, Navy, and Air Force because, well, definitely with Army and Air Force, because they're more interested now in establishing the zone dive and the zone option. But to make the triple option go, Paul always believed that there was a single eye safety. You had to go 3-by-1. So what he would do is he would take the receiver and bring him over, and he would have him split the difference between the A-back and the receiver. So, for example, if you're playing against a triple stack, he knew that one of these three guys is going to have to go walk out on him, because otherwise you just turn around and throw him the ball. Nobody was covering him, because he'd be eligible as long as he caught the ball behind the line of scrimmage. So the over formation, what happens is you bind the defense, because they're either going to give you the numbers to the overside or they're going to match the numbers in its entirety, but then they sacrifice the nub. Now, in this situation, this is against a triple stack. What they've done here is they simply just slide the safety over, so they've given you a half-man advantage. So you have 1.5, 2.5, 3.5, 4.5, 5.5, 6.5 players, and they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5.5, 6. So you have a half-man advantage. So you're going to run the triple option to the overside. So against a triple stack, the receiver is going to block the deep defender, which will be the corner. Now, what's going to happen is you could do it two different ways, but if you load it, you're going to have the over receiver is going to block the safety who slid over and get his left knee in the crotch. The A-back's going to step with his left foot first, and he's going to block the mic because you got a 2-mic defense when you load it. The tackle veers inside, and if the backer goes and collisions the tackle, then the A-back will end up on the backside corner. Otherwise, it's vice versa. The guard has the midline mic. The center of the backside guard cancel the A gaps, which means they cancel the zero technique. Backside tackle scoops, and then you run your triple option from there. Quarterback has number one. It's the B-back's ball. If one cancels the B, the quarterback keeps it and scores. And it's pretty hard for this guy to get to the quarterback, and if he does, he'll flick the ball, and they start running out of people. It's the corner or bust. So that's why he would run over. And he always said against these 8-man fronts, whether it's a triple stack, a 4-2, a bear, a 5-3 eagle, he would always run over for that reason. Now, here's an example of if they bring somebody over. So what happens here is they took the overhang and moved them out to cover the over receiver. So now you have 1.5, 2, 3, 4.5 against 1, 2, 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5. But you want to run away from the overside because you want to run to the nub, because they're one mistake away and you're out the gate. So what happens here is quarterback would read the stack. The A-back's going to arc to the run support. The tackle's going to veer outside to the safety. Guard blocks the mic. Center and the backside guard have the A gaps, which means they cancel the zero. Backside tackle scoops. The two backside receivers cut off. And then the quarterback gives the ball to the B. If 1 or 2 tackle the B, he replaces and scores. And if 1 and 2 can tackle him, he stops his feet and flicks the ball to the A-back coming around. But then as soon as that happens, there's nobody left. So a lot of times you've got a corner or an overhang, depends who they move over, matched up against the A-back, and if he loses leverage, you're out the gate. That's why Paul ran the over formation, because he knew against one high safety teams, you had to move. That's why he did it. And that's the power of the over formation. You don't see it much in today's environment because now, like Army and Air Force are more interested in establishing the dive and the zone option, which now is just nothing more than a glorified kick-out play. But Paul believed everything began and ended with the triple option, with the inside veer. And if they gave you one safety, that's what he would do against you, which in high school, you're going to get one safety most likely 80% of the time. The smaller the school you are, the more single safety you'll see. Maybe it's, you're at a bigger school, you might get it 70% of the time. Regardless, that's why Paul used the over formation. Give me a call if you want to become a client, and I'll talk to you soon.